Hey, what's up? Ian from Powerhouse Miniatures. This is a showcase video of Raza of the Serpent Horde from Forge World. So Raza or Raza, I've got a friend called Raz, so it's like I'm tempted to say Raza. Is from a character pack from Forge World for the Corsairs of Umbar. So there's a guy called Delgamar or Delagmar, whichever it is, and Raza from the Serpent Horde. So this guy can be taken as part of the Grand Army of the South Legendary Legion, including Suladan, and then you can add in, I believe you can add in the Far Harad. So a few of those guys, and the Camel Riders, the Mahood Riders and things. So it was a nice little addition. Not a great deal to say, but like pretty much went straight for the standard red scheme with the red serpent on there, and then just like black detailing basically. So it's pretty much exactly what you'd want. Just a very nice little miniature to paint. So MESBG stuff typically is like a smaller or smallish scale, and I wouldn't say it's, well, it is smaller, but I mean it's smaller because it's like it's life size. It's like much more real to the actual people in real life. Whereas in 40k, you know, like a Space Marine was almost the same size as an Imperial Guard guy for years, and it's like they're supposed to be about 10 foot tall, aren't they? So these ones are actually like, they look human scaled, as well as being like the correct size, which means that these little dudes are real fun to paint. Like they take a few hours, and they're a real pleasure. I will say the Games Workshop are sporadically restocking these. And there's a lot of miniatures from the Easterlings range, like the Dragon Emperor, and then the Black Dragons and things. And I know they're popular, and they sell out because they're popular, but it also seems like they're not being restocked very quickly. And just as a long-term fan and player and a commission guy, obviously, I'm a little bit worried that some of these things are going to be removed from the product lines, or like they always warn people if they permanently remove things, they'll always say like, this is not coming back, this is the last chance to buy, all that sort of stuff. And like it won't go like that. But every single time some of these things go out of stock, I think, oh, this is it, this is the last time. I mean, never be able to get them again. There's a collector urge in me that wants to like buy up all this old stuff, so like I can just have them sitting around, and then if you ever need it, I'm not gonna have to mess around. There's also a thing with Games Workshop where people scalp stuff, and in the second-hand market, eBay in particular, Facebook to a lesser extent, on the marketplaces and stuff, people will they scalp, so they'll wait a little bit, or like the Blood Bowl dice and things like that. People buy them and then wait, and then in a few months' time, they've cost £8 and they'll be selling them for 40 and all that sort of stuff. That's a very displeasing aspect of the hobby, if I'm honest, but these sorts of things are like that. So this guy's just sold on Etsy, so he's not for sale at the moment. But all the pictures, I'm uploading things to Facebook and Instagram. They appear to be the two social media platforms that I'm using. But just wanted to do a quick video on this guy. So with some miniatures, I tried to like do one thing for the model to stand out. And when your eye is drawn to a miniature, sometimes it can be like a feature of the model itself, like a weapon or like a face or something in the centre of the model. Or sometimes it can be a bright colour, and sometimes you can like use the paint to like hide certain things or whatever. And I feel like with this one, the thing that I tried to push was just the face a little bit. So hopefully you can see it's just very nicely highlighted. So when you pick up the model, it's right in the centre. It's mostly red, black and gold, which is a really strong theme anyway. And then small blue gems, just for a nice bit of contrast. But I always try to push like one thing, and it'll be some prominent area, some prominent thing, or something in the middle of the model, something that'll catch your eye when you're looking at it. And in this instance, it was the face. So classic scheme, red, black and gold, and that was it. So really cool miniature. Like I said, this one's sold now. It was on my Etsy store for a little bit, but he's gone. So that's it. Just a short one, and thanks for watching.